Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now. India are all set to begin their home season for 2021-2022 with their series against New Zealand, and for the three T20Is, they've announced a new look squad with new faces there, but also that core seems intact. Rohit Sharma will lead this side and there are new faces. You can see IPL performances have been rewarded. Ruturaj Gaikwad finds a place in the squad, as do Venkatesh Iyer, Harshal Patel, there's Akshar Patel as well. Yuzvendra Chahal comes back into that squad. KL Rahul will be Rohit Sharma's deputy. With so many changes in and around this Indian team heading into this new home season, there's so much to look forward to. We've listed our top 5 things to look forward to in this series. The first one has to be Rohit Sharma's leadership. Remember, Virat Kohli stepped down as India's T20I captain, and Rohit Sharma is no stranger to leading T20 sides. He's led Mumbai Indians to 5 IPL titles. Every time he's led India, he's had a good amount of success there as well. It'll be interesting to see what he brings to the table as a leader, how he marshals his troops, what changes does he bring about in India's style of play. There's another change in India's management this time around, because Ravi Shastri has also stepped down as India's coach after that T20 World Cup, and Rahul Dravid will join Team India as their head coach, with the series against New Zealand being his first assignment. He's also no stranger to marshalling troops. He's been there in that Indian circuit, working on what some call the assembly line of Indian cricket with India A, Under-19 and also at the NCA. He's set his sights on his targets, he's taken the baton over officially from Ravi Shastri and is raring to go. Another thing to look forward to will be these debutants. As you saw, there were a number of new faces. IPL performances were rewarded, and the most interesting aspect of this squad will be seeing these players perform. Harshal Patel, who was in the pink of form throughout the IPL, first in the Indian leg and then in the UAE as well, will be a key member of this team. As will Venkatesh Iyer, who was a surprise package in the UAE leg from KKR, and now his promotion means that there is talent in him and that the BCCI is backing him as a proper all-rounder, because remember, there are noises around Hardik Pandya's form and fitness, and Venkatesh Iyer, with his ability, with all that he's shown in the IPL, and he can be a good second line of defense for Hardik Pandya if he performs well. Then there's Avesh Khan, who impressed one and all with his pace, with his guile with the ball. He bowled well in the death overs, he bowled well at the start of the innings as well. It'll be very interesting to see how these players go and perform. There's also another player there, Ruturaj Gaikwad, who's already made his India debut in that Sri Lanka series. He will also be a key member in that side. He had a great IPL. He showed all facets of his game while playing for the Chennai Super Kings. Here, he'd like to do the same. There are some old faces returning there as well, and they will have a point to prove. Yuzvendra Chahal, despite picking 14 wickets in the UAE leg of IPL 2021, he was overlooked for selection for that Indian team for the T20 World Cup. He'd like a point to prove there with his bowling. Then there's Akshar Patel, who was a part of that main squad, but then come the deadline, he was demoted to the reserves. He also picked 15 wickets for the Delhi Capitals in the IPL, bowled really well, restricted oppositions. Team India and Akshar Patel alike would hope that he continues performing in the same manner. Then there's Shreyas Iyer. He was a permanent fixture in Team India, then got injured at a very wrong time, missed out on the first half of the IPL. The captaincy was stripped off of him in the Delhi Capitals. Ever since, has been wanting a way back in. He was in India's reserves in that T20 World Cup squad, and here with impactful performances, he'd hope that he claws his way back into Team India's reckoning. Last but certainly not the least is style of play, something that was a matter of grave debate throughout India's campaign in the T20 World Cup. Some thought they were lacking the firepower, some thought they weren't aggressive enough out there, they weren't expressing themselves enough. Now with the change in leadership with Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid at the helm of this T20 team, it'll be interesting to see how they approach this series and this format. Will they be more aggressive, more expressive? Will they play this format in a different manner than the Indian team that played in that T20 World Cup? We'll have our eyes on that. Those are our top 5 picks for the things that we're looking out for in this India versus New Zealand T20I series. What are yours? Do let us know.